What's going on, New England? We're here at the first episode of the Search Podcast, and I'm here with two of my co-producers, two of my friends, Johnny Gates, all the way in from Nashville, original Rhode Islander. Thanks for coming, man. Thanks for being a part of this exciting new journey that we all got going on. And we have Kara McKee, singer, songwriter, new album out. So many exciting things going on in your life. Thanks for being here too.
Thanks for inviting me, Ed.
Yes, of course.
Good to be home, Ed.
Thanks, Johnny. Thanks, Johnny. So, I mean, this is a really cool concept that we got going on. We all kind of bounced around ideas, and it came together rather quick.
Yeah.
And here we are. We're on a podcast, and we got our man Asman behind the camera and J-Mac helping us out, get the message to what are we trying to accomplish here, team?
Yeah, it was cool. Ed basically texted us and was like thinking about doing a competition show. And we're like, yeah, that's a good idea. And then he sent us the logo and an entire plan. And now here we are making a podcast. And
it happened quick.
And we're doing it. Yeah, I think we're just, as artists, we're trying to help other artists. And like Rhode Island has always had a lot going on. And it's such a small place. Everybody kind of knows each other. But like, there's been some very unique people and artists to come out of here, and like, we'd like to try to find a couple more and help.
And you both have been fortunate enough to be on The Voice and do the whole competition route and go through all that behind the scenes, national PR, and kind of localizing that thought, giving Rhode Island a platform, knowing that we have so much creative talent, including right in front of me. And I know you're doing a lot less music. You've started your own label in Nashville, and you're really doing your thing with that. Now, I'd love to talk a little bit more on that today if you're open to it.
Yeah.
But what does it mean as someone not necessarily playing music as much, having this opportunity to find talent?
It's, I'm 40 now. I think this is, we're the 40 club here,
Yeah.
Made it.
Yeah. Know a little bit about life.
No, it's funny because like I was on the plane yesterday and I was just thinking about like all that type stuff, and you looked at like Tom Brady retired at like, I don't know, something shifts in you at like 40, and even your career is interesting because like now you're like starting a newer vibe too, which is like kind of makes sense because I think at 40, like things shift a little bit. So yeah, I did music for a very long time, about 20 years of doing it, and was fortunate enough to have just enough success to like stay bouncing around the industry. Like I didn't turn into Taylor Swift, but I got to kind of just stick around, which I think is almost like more fun, So yeah, I shifted to like, I've always liked working with artists. That's why I'm very excited about this show. It's more fun to be like, even the way we were talking about social media and how you're like, oh, it's way more fun to be talking about other artists. And like, it is, it's more fun to write a song with an artist and help them. And like, then they get to go out and like, blossom. And it's fun to kind of be in the background cheering. The artists on our label, they call me like a stage mom sometimes because I'm always there filming. And I don't know, man. It's like, it's very inspiring. It re-inspires me every day to actually even like make my own stuff again,
Good.
It's like, and who knows what's going to happen there. But I love this part of it. Yeah.
Amen. Thoughts from you on why? I mean, so to your point, you started music later in life, right? You had the corporate job that you didn't like, and obviously you've now transitioned into all in on music, on art, and you have a new album coming out. I was fortunate enough to see a little pre-release of that at Club Passim and obviously locally at Myrtle, and it blossoming at a rapid level, whereas Johnny's taken this mentorship coach, started his own label, done the toured with Rod Stewart. You're now coming to own within your own artistry, and you've experienced The Voice just like him. What excites you about this concept and about what you have coming out?
Where do I even begin? Right. Yeah. We all bring different perspectives to the search, which I think is fun, right? So I did, just to backtrack, my first career, I studied finance in college. I worked at corporate jobs for 15 years. I liked a lot of parts about it, and then there were other parts that were like, not as fun. So ultimately I decided, okay, now I'm getting older. What is it that I want what do I want to pursue in this life? And it was less of like a 9-to-5 corporate job and wanting to get back into music in a bigger way. So like he said, oh, I didn't like the job. I just want to go back and restate, like, there were a lot of good things about that job.
Sustainability.
Yeah. Like having a steady paycheck,
Sure.
those kind of things. And,
Sure.
but I think I call that out because on this show, we're looking for a star.
Is it you?
Is it you?
Is it you?
Is it you? We're looking for a star in Rhode Island. There's so much talent in Rhode Island. And it comes in all different forms, which I'm sure you'll get into talking about the format of the show.
Yeah.
But whether you're somebody that has spent 20 years in all types of artistry, right? Or if you're somebody that's spent the last 15 years in a finance job or something else like that, like the creativity is always there. And sometimes you just need a reason to show it. So that's what I'm excited about this show, is that we're looking for Rhode Islanders that have a passion for something, whether it's your full-time gig or it's something that you want to pursue in a more serious way. Like, I think that's a lot of fun.
I completely agree.
The talent in Rhode Island runs deep, and we're here to see what you get. And yeah, Johnny was saying, like, it's the social. I'm bouncing around. Social media is a big part of being in marketing. Marketing is a big part of being an independent artist. Marketing is a big part of any business. And when you're an independent artist, there's a focus on social media, and that is draining. Because right now, I am about to release my first record. I'm really excited about it. I've been in the making part of the music for the last 2 years. I need to shift gears into the releasing part, and that is, I gotta pick Johnny's brain over here because he's a record label exec and get his ideas. But I'm excited to, like, show up for the search and, like, look out for other people. Like, let's see what other people have to offer and get inspired by it. Yeah.
And
I'm excited about it.
Amen to that.
It's like the best of both worlds for an artist, because there's obviously going to be a social media aspect to this, but that's kind of like on us. Like, we get to kind of get the marketing together and put it out there. It's not like the artist has to be in their room, like, talking about, go stream my song. But at the same time, this is focused around live performances as well, which is, like, I think when, like, you know, the real magic happens and, you know, when the spotlight comes on. So it's like, it's kind of blending the whole talent show, battle of the bands aspect and the voice stuff, which is like we did, you know, and which is like a crazy journey and adventure. And it's like wild, you know, you don't know what it's going to be like until you're there. And then it's weird because then it just kind of becomes reality, and like your reality shifts and it's like, okay, now this is life, which is like fun, you know, but at the same time, it's like, this is all a very fun way, I think, to get your art and your music out. It doesn't feel forced. It's based on the art. It's based on the music or the dancing or the magic or like whatever you want to do. And I think it's going to be a fun, unique, localized way, which I don't know if anyone's really done like a full localized search. And I feel like Rhode Island's the perfect place to start with that.
Yeah, we're all
people together in one room, look each other in the eyes. Right? 3 dimensions, and like bring community together too.
Yeah. It's
probably meet some friends. Like, oh, if you're thinking about auditioning for the search, yeah, do it for you, and also do it because you might meet a new friend too.
Yeah.
A new collaborator.
Which was with The Voice.
We could be your friends.
Was that not the best part? Meeting people?
Yeah.
It's like, that's what you truly walk away with. You walked, like, I was in weddings for people that I met on The Voice, you know? Like, did you stay at the Marriott?
Yeah,
the Burbank Hotel
Burbank
Airport.
Yeah. It's crazy. Yeah, it was so fun. Like, in a couple weeks, I'm going to see my friends on the show. I was one of the older people, talking about age, giving high fives for 40. I was one of the older people on the show on my season. So I became friends with the parents of the...
Yeah.
Like, the teenagers had to bring guardians. I became friends with the parents of the kids.
That makes sense.
And one of the teenagers on the show, Perigita, who's, like, top notch, she's playing Jazz Fest, Newport Jazz Fest.
Sick.
Super cool.
She's touring the world with Jacob Collier.
Which, again, and I don't know if it's like, if Rhode Island gets enough credit there, but like, we have Newport Jazz Fest and we have the Newport Folk Fest, which are like 2 of the best festivals around. Like, Newport Folk Fest is just as important as Coachella and Stagecoach and Lollapalooza. Like, more credibility, I would say.
That's the #1 for like everybody in my circle. Everybody wants to play Newport.
So like, you know,
including me.
Yeah, like I live in
And
Nashville and everyone and like I love Nashville. It's changed my life. Nashville is like, I think, the premier city like in the world for music right now. But Rhode Island has Newport Folk Fest, like, which is the premier festival. And I think like we all need to look at that and pay attention that like there is something in the tap water here that breeds like great talent. And so if we can find like there's been bands, like musicians, everyone, like, and I think with the three of us and our friends that are involved in this, like Rhode Island's small. Like I think we're gonna be able to find a really cool group of people, have a lot of fun and like help some artists, you know? Is that the whole point?
Completely agree. You know, and you know, I've always known about Folk Fest living here. It sells out in 24 hours, right? You can never get a ticket if quicker than that.
Yeah.
It's always been on my bucket list. I've never actually been personally. Watched Complete Unknown, and obviously with you telling me that was on your bucket list too, you know, what a profound story, you know, back to Folk Fest being here and having that committee, and you got to be the real deal to make it onto that stage. And I certainly believe that Folk Fest should incorporate more and more of a local element because we do have so much talent here. And maybe at a minimum through this show, we can interject additional value to that board that knows what they're talking about, or from a collective of learning that we've all endured over the last 20 years of becoming adults, even though I feel like I'm still a kid sometimes. I fell in love with music watching your band, you know, doing those garage type shows at Club Hell when I was 17, showing up with Will Blackman. That was my first real experience with live music. And then, you know, kind of meeting you later in life and watching the passion you put into the songs that you write and then watch how they come out. And on stage, it's just a beautiful thing to watch from creation. And it takes a while, right? To write an album, produce an album, put it together. And you both have learned exponentially what to do now at this point so that we can advise on these younger generations. And maybe they don't make the same mistakes we do. Maybe we just get them faster to where they want to go. But you can go viral quicker than ever now. And I think there's so many different tools that we can all offer, like you said, too, in addition to friends that we've asked, like Chachi Carvalho to come on and be a fellow judge, or Erica Atwell in film and television and casting and branding and helping market an artist. I think utilizing our resources and through our connective networks to just help amplify our state and our creative scene is ideally the goal, to find 25 contestants that want to perform on stage, which we can give backstories to all of these beautiful artists, whether it be magic, whether it be dance, whether it be music, whether it be that guy that's, you know, 80 years old and sings in the church choir. And, you know, what a beautiful storyline, trying to amplify positive stories of good, stories of hope, stories of positivity. We all, you know, we're all living in the same post-COVID world where it seems like connectivity at an all-time low. Going to that summer barbecue and listening to that music with your group of friends, hugging, connecting, back to our original points, is more, I think, important than ever, right? Authenticizing connectivity in music and art and entertainment and dance and all types of expressions through the search, I think, is only going to help bring this world back together.
I think I'm excited about it too. I feel like on the like label industry side, like we, you know, if you talk to my partners and all we do is talk about like, okay, how can we help break our artists? And a lot of the industry and the bigger labels and the managers, like everyone is talking about numbers. You need numbers, social media. Which is like when social media first started, it was great because it was this like fun way to just connect with people. And like when we met, early days of social media, like because of like MySpace, like we were able to be a band because of like, you know, things like that, because we were trading shows and finding fans, which is the whole point, you know? Currently there's a lot of noise out there, and those apps are difficult sometimes because it's like, to break through the algorithm, do they want you to spend? Do you need ad spends? Is that what's going to trigger the algorithm? I personally don't think it's that. I think there's like a weird energy attached to songs. But I feel like for artists to create music and not worry about how they're going to get it out there, like let the show be that. So I feel like it's going to be fun to have this platform set up and a voice for these artists. So they don't have to really worry about the noise. They get to just go make their stuff, and it's super intentional, and just focus on the music. And then like whatever happens with it is going to happen because now we have this like channel for them, you know?
And we're going to pretty wide net too, right? Like, if you're a singer and you write your own songs, great. If you're a singer and you like to sing other people's songs, great. We did that too.
Yeah.
On The Voice. If your art is comedy, if your art is dancing, if your art, like, there could be a magic act out there. There could be artistic acts out there that we don't even know about.
Yeah.
Like, we want to see it. We want to see it in real life, in person. Get that ball rolling. Like, get that gelling in Rhode Island, and then see where it can go. Because Johnny's background now, he's so tapped into the business side of things, and he's got, what a great resource to have, right?
Completely.
So whatever it is that you're passionate about, what a great resource to have on that end. We've got a lot of other resources too, and mentors, and it's a wide net that we're casting.
Yeah,
and that's the exciting part of that for me too, is like, it's kind of a question mark of what we're going to find. We're looking for a star.
I mean, I've been hearing about this duck.
Yeah.
I was just informed about this duck.
Dawn's everywhere.
So-
Yeah.
Dawn's a star.
Dawn's everywhere.
I'm really hoping we get a submission from Dawn.
Yeah,
like,
I'm with you.
You know, let's launch a duck.
Justin, shout out to Justin. In touching on the mentorship part, Kara, even just from our original launch of our first post, the amount of mentors that have stepped up and wanting to be a part of the show, whether it be Erica Van Pelt, who was on American Idol, or Kelvin Fabian, who was on Showtime at the Apollo and BET. All of these people are locally Rhode Islandly sourced in the water. Back to what you were saying, that I'm excited. I'm excited even for us all to come together and just jive and show what we've learned through life. We're not gatekeeping information. We're really just all collaborating and trying to help each other while finding that one or multiple talents that we can help uplift even further.
Yeah.
Well, and you're such a champion. Like Ed, right? Ed's like the ultimate champion of people
Well, I
and of the
appreciate it.
state. And so it's like, it makes sense that you would want to do this, you know? And to have a champion like you, if you're a local artist here, I mean, like,
You want Ed Brady on
yeah,
your team.
everyone will know who you
thank
are.
Yes,
you.
that's right.
Yeah.
I
That's
appreciate
right.
it.
Like, look at Ed wearing my hat right now.
Of
Yeah.
course. Well, always.
What a friend. But you want Ed Brady on your team. That's right. And Rhode Islanders, we have a special place in our heart for Rhode Island, period. Right?
We do.
Like we can... It's like family. Like, you can talk about the good and the bad in Rhode Island, but only the Rhode Islanders can really bond over anything that's not positive. But once you leave Rhode Island, it's all positive. I feel like you meet, if you're in Nashville and you meet another Rhode Islander, you're like, nice.
Yeah.
We're friends.
Yeah.
Automatically.
Immediately.
And I think there's I had a point to that, but I think it's fun that you're starting it in Rhode Island with this cool logo with the hope in the magnifying glass. We're searching in Rhode Island to find this community and bring us all together. And this is the point. This is the point I had in mind.
All right.
We're filming this, or we're doing this over the holidays, right?
Sure.
So like, once you're a Rhode Islander, always a Rhode Islander. If you live here, great. Come.
If you're from here.
If,
Come home.
and also, if you're home for the holidays and you're out doing your thing elsewhere, like, come back and get involved. And let's make this thing happen because we're going to do it over the holidays.
Amen to
So
that.
should we describe what the process is?
Sure. The searchnewengland@gmail.com is right now where obviously we're receiving emails of people that are submitting videos.
So
and
we already have, there are submissions in there.
Yeah.
You guys don't even know, but I would say there's a lot of submissions. I couldn't
Today's
even,
day one, really, of us.
from one post, I over the weekend we've received, I would say, anywhere from 30 to 50 submissions, which was insane. We've put up one post.
Yeah.
So
And there are 25 slots.
25 slots, yes. So
Don't be intimidated. Don't be intimidated.
don't be intimidated.
No, the more the merrier.
Yeah.
Well, okay, the process. Ed, you talk about
The process.
Yeah.
So, send us an email. If you're a singer, 3 to 5 minutes, submit a song, cover, original. Tell us a little bit about yourself, right? There's layers to, you could be the best musician in the world, but we want to know that who you are. And so if you're a dancer, submit that video. But also on September 13th at the Elliott, at the Park Theater, we're going to be receiving emails where people, if they are selected to show up to the open casting, they'll get obviously a time slot, and they come show us what you got. We'll have the obviously the production crew here shooting, and we'll continue to shoot this entire pilot season. And we're excited to just see what it yields, see what comes out, see whether it's a dancer, like you said, comedy, musician, choir, anything. Could be anything that is entertaining and hasn't necessarily got their opportunity. I watched overnight when you went from not virtually unknown, but obviously a lot of people knew who you were, but you got 1 million views on The Voice when that show came out, right?
You know what's cool too, and I'm sure they told you this. Rhode Island's one of the best markets for that show.
Test market.
Yeah, it's like when we were on The Voice, I remember they came up to me and they were like, the support you get from Rhode Island is one of the biggest groups like in the country. That's why I think this is gonna be really fun.
Yeah.
Because you know what, it's fun when someone from Rhode Island ends up on one of those shows, like, you know, they people support.
Yeah.
You end up on the news, you end up everywhere. So we're really hoping that like our partners here will want to like, you know, keep that tradition going. And I think they will.
Amen.
We're gonna build out social media. We're starting the accounts. We just grabbed all the handles.
Yeah.
And then from there you can send emails of the submissions. So then we're gonna we need to see like how many we get first, right?
Yeah.
And then from there, pick how many are going to perform in person for us.
Top 25 at the semifinals, and then
So
that'll
that's
get
in
narrowed.
November.
That's the last Saturday in November.
Okay.
Yep. So Thanksgiving weekend, the last Saturday in November. And then from there, we'll narrow it down after the semis to the final 12. And we'll have a live championship at some neighboring venues that we're still kind of seeking and talking to and finding the best one. But
we want a live audience.
Live audience.
So come
Top 12.
on. Yeah, we're going to sell tickets.
December 13th will be the finals to
Yeah.
give additional clarity on that this Saturday. So that 2 weeks from that semifinal to final will be a lot of media days, production, showcasing behind the scenes of the artists that make it to the finals. And those mentors will come in and interject value of life lessons and everything they've learned in those 2 weeks. And we're just going to have a lot of fun, right? Shouldn't we get back to having fun in the art?
That's the whole point.
Number one.
Yeah.
We're
Yeah.
having
Yeah.
so much fun.
We're
This
already
whole
having
process.
fun.
We're already having fun.
Yep.
Get us on this podcast having fun.
I know. Imagine that.
Catching up.
I will
know it's July.
Yeah.
No, but like with The Voice, right? Like, I think that's also a fun part where like when you are on it, nothing else matters. You're living in a hotel. The most important thing in your life is like nailing this performance, and it's fun. It's like, it's truly about the music and the performance. And for these artists to get to experience that, I think it's like, I don't know, it unlocks something in you. So,
and a lot of, we're putting together the prize packages now, but the winner will, you've kindly, graciously offered a songwriting session custom with you where you're going to actually record with, if it's a winner is actually a singer.
yeah,
Right. Where you'll do the whole thing and
we'll produce it out and like, we'll put it out there. Like we have distribution, like it will end up, on all Spotify and Apple and stuff like that. We'll try to make, the best song possible. Yeah.
and a lot
And
of,
you want Ed Brady on your team, and you want Johnny Gates on your music team.
and Kara McKee.
Yeah, I'm on your team too.
Yes.
Well, and I think like this, what's so fun about this is like, maybe you guys play a show together, right? Like there's so many things, like this is season 1, like we're figuring this out. And so like, that'd be fun. They get to open for you, if it is a musician. If
Or even it's not.
Yeah,
I
like-
feel like there's a lot of like cross collaboration that could happen.
I'm
And
hoping
this
for a
is part of
comedian.
it, you
Like
know what I
I'm
mean?
like
I wanna
low
laugh.
key,
I'm ready to
like
laugh.
I know. I love comedy.
I'm ready to laugh. I'm ready to cry. I like to feel my feelings. So like,
Some magic.
I like to be surprised by magic. I think like that. This is the whole thing. Like there are prizes along the way. Yes, and also the experience is the prize. Like the experience of coming together, meeting people at the audition. I feel like that was one of my biggest takeaways for the audition process on The Voice. It's like it wasn't just what was taped or what was shown on TV.
Yeah.
It was like the whole lead up process to it. And actually some of my closest friends from that experience, this is a whole other story, but like they were one of the acts that the teams were full, like the teams got filled.
Yeah.
And they were supposed to audition. They were the next people that were supposed to audition. And they didn't even get to audition. And
Wow.
they're my actually closest friends from the whole experience. So, of course, we want everybody to have a great time. And we're looking for a star.
Yeah.
Is it you? Is it you?
you?
And one person will win the grand prize, but everybody else, I think it's going to be a lot of fun. And you never know what's going to come about. You might put your own bill together. You might meet people in the venues, meet people in the mentorship situation.
And that's the goal.
And
Help
I think
everybody.
Yeah.
we're just trying we're trying to do something fun in our home state and have a great time. Yeah. And yeah, if you're like a Nashville guy now, but you're coming home for the holidays, or you're out in California, come home for whatever.
It's open.
Yeah, come on out. We're doing a open casting call in September, but we could probably. I mean, are we flexible on like? Send your video in. We're gonna have. That's the first step.
Oh, for sure. Yeah, I mean, we have some golden anchors to give out. So
so that'll be fun.
If we like certain videos, they may not have to audition. Right? Yeah, and so put the time in the video. We're gonna be actively reviewing those with our board and our team, and I'm really excited to see like
on the social media hashtags.
The Search RI on Instagram, TikTok being created.
Some of the auditions, maybe.
I love that idea on our TikTok. Page. Yeah, and like we'll all have access to it, so like we'll just be posting videos constantly and just being unhinged on there.
We're just trying to hype up the Rhode Island artists. Crowd. Let's do it.
And even using lawyers that are now with major production companies that are kind enough going to hopefully be helping here on this process. So there's so much of an access and to so many different people. Just to give a little on Johnny. Johnny, I remember going out to Nashville when he got signed originally by Warner with Nathan Chapman, who works with Taylor Swift, right? That's in your network. I just want to, I don't need to go down the memory lane of stories, but when you were with that label, I remember producing hundreds of songs that really never even got out. Yeah. So there's something to be learned about what you've learned through that journey. Yeah. Right. Or through what you've probably learned just in this last 2 years of putting this. Are we telling the name of the album yet, or is that still a secret?
You want to debut it now?
It's breaking news. It's breaking news.
Wait. We're gonna wait.
Let's do it now.
All right, cool. I like that. What's the name of the record?
The name of the record is Breaking News. Breaking news, everybody.
Breaking news.
Listen to Johnny Gates. Put on Love and Guts.
Yeah.
Love and Guts.
I like it.
Yeah.
And
Johnny's heard a little bit.
I've heard some of it by accident. I was making a record on an artist and was there. We shared the same studio. So my engineer, Caleb, who's the man, he has a studio in Nashville called Farmland. So the engineer that I used that day, Caleb was out of town, was Lake.
Love Lake.
And he was
Shout out to Lake.
And so we somehow stumbled on you. Yeah. And then he played me some of the record that day in the studio. And I was pretty blown away by it.
It's incredible. I've been fortunate enough to hear it myself. And some of the songs, I'm in another universe. And that's what music is supposed to do. That's what art is supposed to do. And I think going back to the search, when we can find an artist that can get us out of our own head, get us out of our own stress, get us off our phone. Because you spoke earlier of that was MySpace days when I was going to your first shows. That's literally, I think, when we were first getting cell phones. We didn't have cell phones prior to that. We're all 40. We remember Manhunt and those days without cell phones where we actually talked to people at a dinner table where we weren't.
Mom, I went here. I'll be back.
Yeah.
I'll be back by dinner time.
My dad would yell the whole neighborhood, "Get home!" Yeah. Yep. Okay. Streetlights. That was my cell phone, right? That was my get home. So there's beauty of what we're about to do and put out all these artists out there to the world, and people can see it on social media. But there's also a beauty of connecting and creating relationships within the network that we're about to bring people together on live, where you're not on your phone talking to people, enjoying each other, right?
You never know where life is going to take you, or like what opportunity or what new friendship or what one thing could like really change the direction of your life for the best. Like for me, The Voice, I mentioned earlier, I was one of the older people on that show. I had a 15-year corporate career when I went on that show, and that gave me the confidence to pursue this artistic life. I never would know Lake Wilkinson down at Farmland Studios. No chance would I wouldn't even know you, Johnny, and no chance would you be walking into a Nashville studio and just happening upon this debut record that I'm making. Yeah. And it all came from taking a chance on a talent show.
And yourself.
Now we're doing that in Rhode Island.
And yourself.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Every step you take is a step in the right direction.
Amen.
It's all leading like where it's supposed to. Even when it's not, like, even when it's tough and like the lows and having to quit your job and like, or play show, we we've played shows to nobody, you know?
Yeah.
And then we played shows to a lot of people. And you know what? Sometimes the shows with no one there were more fun. So it's like, I think we need to like get rid of this whole like, you need to be this. Success is, no.
Be real.
Success is just like having fun and being alive and making music and just coming together with friends and getting up on a stage and singing a song you wrote or covering when that's the being brave enough to, that's success. You know, you're already winning at that point.
Yes.
So
I want to say thank you for saying nice things about my music too. That's nice. And now I want to hype you guys. Ed Brady is the champion of all things Rhode Island community. Beautiful family. You're looking out for artists. You're always supporting artists. You're looking for new ways to like uplift the community. Boom, boom, boom. You want Ed Brady on your team.
yeah,
And Johnny Gates, man, the energy coming from Johnny, not only like anybody that ever sees Johnny perform is blown away. Blown away. Remember Rhode Island Country and Folk Fest last year?
That was a year ago
The
yesterday, by the
closer?
way.
That was crazy.
Like
And
an eye.
Yeah.
Nana was there.
Yeah.
And then the other thing about Johnny that you need to know is that you drop wisdom for sure. Like if you're on Threads, you got to sign up for Johnny's Threads. He's got that insight from an artist from working at 20 years and knowing that and being such a top tier artist and now knowing the business side of things. Like good team to be a part of.
Well, thank you, Kara. I received that. Did you?
Audition
It's always weird hearing nice things
Yeah, I
about
just looked
yourself.
down.
Yeah, I'm just like, oh man. Well, thank you. I appreciate it. I received everything you said. I know Johnny did too. It's kind of
You
you.
blew me away last year. It was like Emmylou Harris, like because I hadn't seen you like really play, you know, and yeah, that was that day was crazy.
It was
yeah,
crazy,
that
yeah.
was like a crazy day. It was like 100 degrees out.
Yeah,
Lot going on.
But
Yeah,
packed.
Yeah, packed. Yeah, Nana was there. My little niece came
Mulligan's
on stage.
Island,
Mulligan's Island, you know? So yeah, I think this is like, and we have a really good crew behind us too that have like you said, like oddly enough, like pretty deep roots within, you know, the industry, all aspects of it. And I don't know about you, but like if I find an artist I like, I can't stop talking about them. I'm sure like I annoy people with how I talk about like the artists that I love. So yeah, if like, you know, I'm never gonna stop talking about whoever wins this thing. And you. So it's like I don't know. I think the artists will have a good shot at like, you know, breaking through the noise, which is what we're trying to part the noise, you know?
Yeah, I agree. And you know, going off that, I'm blessed and thankful that I have friends that have experienced life like both of you that I can call upon. And it wasn't even like a hesitation. It was just like, yes, let's do this. And then to reach out to Extended Network and then kind of continue to watch this evolve and develop so quickly and know that there are so many people that want to help young artists right here in our state that have been through a lot. And it's honestly, it's beautiful. And in receiving what you said to me, truly, Rhode Island's home. I love Rhode Island. I don't want to be anywhere else. I'm not going anywhere else. I'm grounded in this state. And I believe there's so many beautiful things we can continue to expose. I think out of COVID, you know, and I got to keep going back to this because I was rocked in the restaurant world, right? Live music venues were shut down. People couldn't act. Sets were shut down. The whole world, we couldn't hug. All we're trying to do here is get people back out, connected, listening to live music, putting their cell phone down, enjoying each other, laughing, having fun. And I think at the core of this thought, creation, the search, that's all we're going to do, you know, coming into a beautiful fall and winter season, utilizing our resources, using our network, having fun together, promoting our beautiful state. So, I mean, those are my lasting thoughts on the search. But if you guys want to leave anything else on, is it you?
Mine would be, and I know that, and I was this kind of person where before I went on the show, I feel like there was like, especially because I kind of came from like the punk world and like the singer-songwriter, there's like a stigma sometimes. But when I talk to a lot of bands and a lot of these serious artists, like artists are complaining a lot lately about social media and the numbers. All right, well, if you're going to complain about, what better opportunity then? So I hope like serious artists want to come on here and be like, if you're sick of social media, well, then here you go. Here's an outlet where it's strictly based on performance. Like we're picking the winner. It's not who has the most likes. I don't care about that stuff. You know, it's like, it's who has the most likes in this room. Like that's who wins. Who cares? You know? So
Bring it.
I'm really hoping that there's a band in a garage somewhere that is like complaining about TikTok. Here's your opportunity. Here it is. You know? I hope we get that crowd because I love that crowd, you know? So I'm really hoping we get some some of those because I want to hear some new bands.
Amen to that.
Amen to that.
Yeah, I'm just, and if we haven't noted your area of expertise, right? Like we are looking for top talent of all kinds, and so don't be shy if we haven't named your creative outlet yet.
Spoken
right?
word.
Right.
Anything.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like I mean, there are many things that qualify for the search, but I want to go back to what Johnny said. We're looking for people who are taking this thing seriously, and so don't let anything stand in the way.
I think it's a fun hack.
Yeah.
Like social media has become like the industry they're like too crazy about social media now. So cool. Let's that's not part of this.
Yeah.
It's strictly an in-person performance, which kind of rare these days to be able to kind of just play and like that could lead to something.
Yeah.
You know?
That's clearly been on our brains because that's kind of where we jumped into right off the bat with this conversation. We jumped right into social media. So I think it makes sense to like wrap it up with that. No, let's not that I'm trying to steal your show, Ed. You can
No.
however you want to. But yeah, like let's get together with people who are taking this thing seriously and want to entertain each other.
Amen.
Yeah.
And come watch the performances, right? Like how fun is this going to be to watch and see
Live
who
audience.
wins live, right? Don't you want to be there live and to see it, you know?
Yeah. And even the media's jumped on it. They've already started resharing. Beautiful article went out. We're thankful. A lot of great people want to step up and support what we're all creating here at the Search Rhode Island for others. So, I guess I will conclude it on that, Kara McKee. But I will wrap up. Thank you both for your authentic and honest and true friendship. As the world continues to evolve, all at 40, I think we appreciate friendship and honesty and authentic people in our life even more. So. That all being said, I'm excited for the next few months. Thank you for your time and investment, commitment on this. I'm looking forward to having a lot of fun with both of you. And I think we should look at the cameras and say, what
is it? We're searching for a star. Is that the slogan? Yeah. Because the search, right? Searching, right? Because the search.
Yes.
We're still new. We're still, all right.
Yes.
We're searching for a star.
Is it you?